Music is powerful. In this very moment, music is being played and enjoyed all over the world in many cultures and societies. Within minutes of listening to a lullaby, an unsettled baby can feel soothed and loved just by listening to the melodic, harmonious nature of music. Neuroscientists have proven that we are all born musical, and when a mother speaks to her newborn baby, the young infant is processing it in the brain as music. With 2 decades of research, it is now a fact that music education raises the cognitive capacity of anyone who undertakes it. Neuroscientists have been studying the effect music has on the brain and now confirm that listening to or playing music gives your whole brain a workout. It has scientifically been proven to enhance cognition and works on 3 areas of the brain at once: the motor, visual, and auditory cortices. In their research, they observed that playing music lights up the prefrontal, auditory, and motor cortex, plus the cerebellum too. Now that we understand the neuroscience of music and its benefits, I will discuss an education system that places music and artistic pedagogy at the forefront of its daily classroom activities. In 1919, Rudolf Steiner spent many hours discussing with teachers the child's changing consciousness. He explained many developmental milestones and elaborated these in 7-year cycles. Steiner also indicated that the relationship between teacher and student was highly important and students needed to be nurtured with love. We now call this the pedagogy of love, and it is described as the warmth that is fostered between teacher and student. Steiner indicated that teachers must keep themselves in a state of balance to be able to meet the students in their developmental phases of life. It has now been scientifically proven that the teacher's state of heart does affect the students. As Shelley Davidow notes, the heart has a powerful electric field that has been measured to extend about 3 square feet around each person. The heart's electrical field interacts with the brain and has a synchronizing effect. Research shows that when a person is in a state of heart rhythm coherence, their brainwaves can synchronize to another person's heartbeat. Our hearts generate a large electromagnetic field that affects and is affected by other electromagnetic fields. Disharmony cannot be concealed, and it will affect our children as their electromagnetic fields decode information generated by ours. Although Steiner didn't have access to the technology of today to confirm what he indicated in his lectures, we can see now that Steiner was seeking to support the needs of a student's nervous system. He knew the implications of adding stress to students and the detrimental effects this had on them in later life. He didn't agree with testing and placing pressure on students to perform to standardized tests. As Shelley Davidow also notes from her book, Raising Stress-Proof Kids, happiness, fulfillment, and health are not a guaranteed outcome if we follow the trajectory of early academic testing and buy the stressful myth that being smart and getting good grades will ultimately lead to those outcomes. We are in danger of destroying childhood with adult stresses and expectations. In Steiner schools today, music plays a vital role in everyday classroom life. It is well known that music not only benefits the brain, but is also very good for the nervous system. Steiner indicated a threefold approach to teaching. This is known in the Steiner curriculum as using the hands, heart, and head. This is the doing, feeling, and thinking process of student-centered learning, also known as activating the physical, emotional, and cognitive functions in students. With this awareness of the interconnectivity of the threefold approach, Steiner imbued into the daily life of classrooms a means of musical and creative expression that supports and nurtures the thinking, feeling, and will in students. This threefold pedagogical approach is central to Steiner's music education, and Steiner indicated to teachers to nurture their own relationship to music and to become musically active, to sing, hum, clap, and dance with their students in a 3-day rhythm. Music has a special, almost magical effect on us. Science has proven that music is like a shortcut to happiness. Children who learn to play an instrument or sing create more connections in their brain, and this contributes to their ability to learn maths, read, and boosts their physical development. This leads me to my next point. If music is so powerful, why is it being overlooked in contemporary mainstream educational settings? Why are the arts being marginalised and children not being given the opportunity for a whole brain workout? If neuroscience has proved that it helps cognitive function, wouldn't it make sense to stimulate students in a music-rich education? Why are some students in Australia only receiving 10 hours of music education per year? Music in some primary schools has become reserved for only the elite and high performing. Varsity Lakes Primary School on the Gold Coast has an Aspire development program which is for students who apply and are selected to attend music lessons in the afternoon timetable, 1 lesson twice a week. Out of 208 students aged 10 to 11, there are only 28 students doing music twice a week. As Sir Ken Robinson discusses in his TED Talk, a real education has to give equal weight to the arts, the humanities, to physical education. Kids prosper best with a broad curriculum that celebrates their various talents, not just a small range of them. And by the way, the arts aren't just important because they improve math scores, they're important because they speak to parts of children's being which are otherwise untouched. In contrast to mainstream education, music in Steiner education is held with reverence and holds the key to childhood. It is considered as an art in its own right. Steiner spoke with conviction to his teachers that each pupil is an individual and an evolving self of infinite worth. Their threefold abilities, physical, emotional, and cognitive development, will make the difference as to whether or not they can walk their own path.